Hey, Nicole Havlicek here, and today I wanted to talk about a very important topic. It's about, well, two things, but they're related: prioritization and focus. So it came up for me today big time because I just got off the phone not too long ago with my business partner, and he said, Nicole, why aren't we why aren't we focusing on building our Facebook page and a Facebook group and getting more traffic from Facebook. And, I'll get into my answer in a second, but basically I said, no, we're not going to focus on that. And he's asked, he said he was talking to a friend of his who's a marketer, and apparently his friend is doing, she is doing really well with capturing leads, text leads, like cell numbers, and she's sending texts for her engagement and for relationship building with her list via text, and she's getting a 60% click-through rate on the text messages she's sending out. Not sure exactly what she's sending, but it works the similar way as email marketing, although it's a little different mechanics behind it because it's texting. So he says, like, why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we collecting texts, and why are we just collecting emails? So I'll get into that too. But again, I was like, no, we're not going to do that. Okay. So, and the reason I said no is not because they're not good ideas. They're great ideas, but you have to lay down your strategy, and then you have to stick with that strategy, okay? Because if you get distracted with these new things that are coming up, it's just going to drive you crazy. And I love my business partner. He's excellent at what he does. He's an expert in our niche. He comes up with great content, great videos, and he's awesome. And he's not a marketer, so that's why we've teamed up, because I'm also an expert in that niche, but I also bring the marketing piece. So basically we're a great team because he's the content creator and I'm the content distributor. I mean, both of us, like, I lend a hand with him for the content creation, and he helps me with certain pieces that he can for the distribution. But basically those are our like big hats. He's the content maker, I'm the content spreader. Okay, so, and we're perfectly suited for those roles, but he does, he wants to chip in on the marketing, which is great, and I appreciate his input. It's just, I have a really good understanding of what we need to be doing because I've been marketing for 10 plus years and he hasn't really. So okay, so, that's basically why this came up, and it's going to come up for you, and it's going to come up for me again with him. Like, I need to have a sit down with him about, look, here's our strategy, here's why we're doing it. We can add those things later, but really you need a few core key things to get your business from zero to like full-time income and beyond. And then you have to totally ignore everything else. Like, the other stuff is not bad. It's just you have to pick. You have to pick and choose, and you have to decide what you're going to go with, and then focus on that like a laser, or you're just going to drive yourself crazy and you'll never get anywhere. There's a couple of main buckets, that I have pictured here. I found this funnel, just grabbed it from online at this site here. Yes, if you want to go check it out. So generate traffic, generate leads, generate prospects, and generate sales. Okay, so there's a million different ways you can get traffic. We've picked YouTube. You can get traffic from pick another content marketing strategy, your blog, SEO, podcasting. Like there's just, you could do guest posting. There's just so many ways you can get traffic, but you have to pick one, and one that's working. And we've picked YouTube, and it's working like gangbusters. Okay, so we should focus on that and double down on that. That's all we should be doing right now for traffic. Okay, and you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket over the long term, but initially you have to. You can't do like 3 things here and 3 things here and 3 things here and 5 things here. Okay, you need each of these. And to start, you need one of each of these, just one. Okay, so we've picked YouTube here. For generating leads, we are generating email leads. So on all of our YouTube videos, at the end, we ask people to subscribe to YouTube and then also to go to our opt-in page, okay, and for a free gift. Then they go to our opt-in page, they get their free gift, and then they're on our list. And then we're cultivating that list. We're sending them great content. We're sending them back to our YouTube videos because there's great content there. Okay, so right now we're getting traffic from YouTube, getting the lead, getting the email, sending them the YouTube videos that we keep coming out with, and other great content to make them, feel special, because they are special because they're our email subscribers. So we have this piece, rocking and rolling, these 3 layers we have. We're working on this one. We're currently building the product. Okay, it's building a product, especially one that you want to be super proud of, takes time. And we are well down the path on this. He's focused on actually making the product. I'm focused on making all the marketing content surrounding the product. We're going to do like a Jeff Walker style launch. If you don't know who that is, Google Jeff Walker. I might do a video on him, soon, because his product launch formula is a great product, and we're following that strategy, which is a three-part video series where you like give away a lot of content, you teach, and you also kind of start selling in the process. And then the 4th video is basically a sales letter that sells your product that you've created. Okay, so we're building this one, and we have these 3 going. Okay, so this is happening, and we're working on this. But so we don't have all 4. We need all 4 in order to really be monetizing, which is where, if you're making a business, that's where you want to get to the point where you're monetizing that. Okay, so here's why I said no to his strategies, because here we have YouTube. Here we're getting people on our MailChimp list. Here we're building a relationship with that list, and we're working on the product, which is not yet done. So these 3 are done and rocking, and they're growing every day. We're getting more YouTube viewers, we're getting more subscribers, and we're getting on YouTube, and we're also getting more subscribers on our email list. We don't have this piece. We should be focusing, and I'm trying to make sure that we are focusing 100% on this and continuing this. So he has some, we have this laid out. This is our strategy is written. We need to just keep going on it. Okay. But he has some good ideas that he comes with, like what I said. He's like, oh, we should be building out our audience more on Facebook. Okay, well, great. That is yet another layer on top of YouTube that would fall into this bucket. But we already have YouTube, and it's rocking, and we only need one to start. And we first need to get one of each of these happening. And we should focus on, we don't need to add anything to any of these 3 until this one's done. Okay, so I said no for now. We focus on that later. Then, he came with the texting idea, which is great. But again, we have that piece. We have one in that bucket. So we don't need that right now. Or we can put that on the list for later. We need this one. So I need him to focus exclusively on generating the product, not generating sales. Well, that will come when the product is done, but I need him to focus on the product. He's even told me, he's like, Nicole, I haven't made a product before, and it feels like Mount Everest. Okay, so I'll help you with that, I told him, but we need to get this done, and we don't need to be adding to this bucket. If you feel like this is already too much, and this is already a big piece, which it can be. I mean, I've done this before, so I can definitely help him. He gets a little caught up in uncertain pieces that I know exactly about, because I've gotten caught there before too, but I figured out how to work past it. So we're going to knock this out, no problem. I'm going to help him. He's already doing a really good job, but we need this piece. Okay, we don't need to be adding to any of these pieces until this one is done. One from each bucket that's working. Okay, you don't go and try to let's say you have YouTube rocking and rolling like we do, and then you try to figure out Facebook ads, and you try to do a blog, and you try to do a podcast, and you try to do YouTube ads, and you try to do Instagram ads. Okay, what's the point? You're building your audience, and that's great. The bigger you can build your audience, the better. But then you're stuck on this layer, like for God, who knows how long. What about this layer? What about this layer? What about this layer? If you're all your time is wrapped up, we have limited time as it is. I have 2 other businesses. He has another business. All we have time for right now is to get one of each of these knocked out. Okay. And that's all you have time for. Don't go having 4 traffic strategies and then 3 lead strategies and whatnot. Get 1 from each. So pick 1 content marketing strategy. If you're cool with making video, go with YouTube. If you like to write, do a blog. If you like to just talk but not be seen on screen, do a podcast. Play to your strengths. Whichever one is going to be easy for you to knock out, do that one. Because any 3 of them will work. You just have to pick one and go with it. Then get an email list going. Get a free gift giveaway set up that you put behind an opt-in form and give that away. Boom. Now your traffic is going to your email list, and now your next thing is you're going to be sending your list really good content. And then while this is happening, build your product and then sell it to your list, and then promote it, do a big launch campaign and sell it to your list. Okay. 1 of each. So I'm going to have to sit down with him and walk him through these just like I did here for you guys, because I know, and I've been here, I've gotten caught up in like trying to do too much here. And then none of these happen. Okay. So just one, and that's it. You're golden. You're good to go. Just until you have this whole upside down triangle funnel built, then don't add anything else. Okay. You can strengthen those later on. Once this is done, then you can add another section onto here or here or here. And you're going to just grow your funnel. Okay. So this will get way bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that'll just strengthen your business and solidify it, make it more stable with strong pillars that are supporting it. All right. But until you have 1 of each, do not divert your attention. Okay. Whichever piece is undone, pick 1 thing in that thing, 1 product. Don't build 3 products, 1 product. Okay. 1 lead list, 1 traffic source. That's it. All right. I hope that was clear. If it wasn't, I'm not sure how to make it clearer. So that's what I wanted to share today. Prioritize and then focus like a laser on the buckets that you've selected from each of these in building your online business, and you will get there. Okay. Don't splinter off into multiple of any of these before you have 1 of each done. Thanks so much, and I will see you in the next video. If you liked this video, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel, because I'm just going to have more hopefully helpful content to you coming out soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.